There's quite a theme with my work at the moment because everybody, all of the business owners that I'm working with, they are very high achieving, determined, kind, want to deliver excellence, want to do all of the things. And with that, many of them are very personable. They're very connected, they're empaths. They are about business, but also they're about the human being. So they are not building businesses to completely like take themselves out. They are often the face of their business, their service, their offering. And this is my reminder to you today that to essentially lean on what you know to be true. Because you might have client inquiries, you might even have some clients that sign up with you and they really want the result. They really want the result that you provide. And that's great because in terms of a match, brilliant. Like they know why they're there, they know what they want, and it's all good. But they might not want to do the work. And this is a really difficult thing because I've been there so many times in the early stages of my business that as soon as somebody was struggling with something or they like switched off or they were just a bit grumpy that things weren't happening, my default setting would be to like, right, well, okay, what else can we do? I'd almost go into that panic mode of like, let me make it better for you. Let me do all of the things. And actually, in that process, it's not my responsibility to do more things. Yes, of course, to tweak things and really listen to my client. But sometimes what it comes down to is actually somebody doing the work. And it's that moment of, and I'll tell you what our new phrase in this house is at the moment. Our new phrase is look before you ask. So my kids got into this habit of like, Mummy, have you seen my whatever? And I'm like, have you looked in your drawer? And then they'd go and look in the drawer and they're like, oh yeah, it's in my drawer. I'm like, great. So go and look in your drawer first. And if it's not there, then ask me. And I think this is the thing sometimes when we're working with people is that if the result is not happening quick enough, then they might get into that blaming of the practitioner. Well, like I've tried everything. I've done this for 3 days and I've got no result. But I often think about people who train people in terms of personal training. You know, they might be, they are so knowing of what works and the equipment and the nutrition and all of the things. But it doesn't matter. Even if somebody stayed in that gym for the next 3 days, it's probably going to take longer. Even if they know all of the knowledge, there has to be a point where they implement it and they go for it and they fully commit in that way. So instead of throwing more things into the mix, if you're a personal trainer, for example, of going, well, maybe we need to try this and maybe we need to do this, I want you to let yourself off the hook here and say, maybe we just need to do it for a bit longer. Maybe you just need to keep going. Maybe you just need to really notice all the small incremental moves that you're making instead of being panicked that the bigger things are not coming yet. So this is my permission to you today, if you're looking for it, to really stand in your own skill set. And one final thing also is, I imagine that you have gone through a similar process, that you have gone on your own journey to get you to the point of expertise that you've had. And I've often found this with actors as well. You know, they go on 2 auditions and they don't get either. And they're like, well, what's happening? What am I doing wrong? And it's like, you're probably not doing anything wrong. You just need more auditions. That's it. And they're like, well, what's the thing? I'm like, I don't know, because I've been doing this for 20 years and you just have to keep showing up and doing and building that resilience. And yeah, it's a really interesting one because ultimately, I guess the reason why I'm sharing this is because if you are able to get to that place where you can operate from that sense of groundedness, assurance, in integrity, you're going to attract more and more people. And the more that I've done that, the more that I've attracted in terms of my clients who are like, yeah, great. I'm going to roll my sleeves up. I'm going to do whatever it takes, because I am that client. I'm like, okay, I don't expect results in a week. So what do I need to do? Where do I go next? And I am looking for that guidance and that support, but I'm not going into that childlike version of myself. If you want to find out more in terms of really creating your online presence online and really showing yourself in that expert status, really thinking about your packages, your services, do book a strategy session with me. Go to my Work With Me page, or you can go to my shop. There's loads of different ways that I can help you and support you. And I will see you next time. Bye.